Oh, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. What's up? This your boy, the Baron of the Bay. Something new I'm gonna try out. These, I want to give out some, pro mixing tips to your DAW. People want to get the different sound, want to get professional sound. You know, a lot of people used to ask me throughout the years, man, how do you get your sound? How you get crispy like that? How you get your kicks pumping and your snares popping, and you can hear every instrument, every percussion. And man, it's just a holistic. What's up, Breeze? Thank you for joining in. You might want to step on in while I do this one. Let me pull this session down and load up the next one, the first one first. Where is it? Hold on, give me 1 second. But we on here talking about pro mixing tips. Whatever. It's not just for Reason. It's for all of the DAWs that are out that you're using. Your FL Studios, your Pro Tools, your Logics, your Garage Bands, your Band in the Box, whatever that you're using, your Cubase. It's all the same thing when it comes to pro audio. You know what I'm saying? With studio work, pro audio, recording, whatever you want to call it. But this is I'm going to drop a couple of tips on you because from experience, you know, I've been up here messing with it, this and that, tightening up my game. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is what we doing today. So, without further avail, let me load up this session first. The first session, I want to load up, this one, right. Okay, open. Okay, so it's going to open it. All right, so, yeah, this, wait a minute, did I? Uh-oh, hold on. All right, hold on, let me look. I'm trying to see if there any mistakes. Yeah, I think I did do this one too. Let me press it. Hold on. Right. Oh my God, I did do it because working fast. Shit. Yeah. Right. I don't have All right. Just give me 1 second. I got you, y'all. The first try. Hold on. So let me find something that I did not do the mixing. All right. Here we go. This one. I think I did that one too. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right. This one. The P-Elixir intro. So I'm going to load up 2 different tracks and show you. This is what what we're doing here is called gain staging. All right. Gain staging. This is where you leave all your mixing board at unity. You know, the thick line that's in the middle of your mixing console. Actually, no, we could do some show and tell around here. Let me turn this around. Okay, see this line right here. So that's at unity. So we'll move the mixer down to unity. Move all these to unity. It's that line that's in the middle, the thickest line. I believe that's the middle. Oh no, that's the middle. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's unity. Yeah, not Unity Franklin, which he's dope too. But but this is called unity, right? So you leave your mixing board at unity, and then on your DAW, your DAW. I ain't got my computer is a mini right now. So on your DAW, you have a mixing board. So you leave your settings there because I know a lot of people want to adjust the volumes and all of this stuff. So we leave everything there. You make your beat, your track, whatever you want to call it. And you leave everything at unity. This is what the first step of setting up for gain staging. And with gain staging, there's also we'll get off into that, but let's keep it right here though. So pull this track over here. All right. So let me see. Where's its mixing board? Oh, right here. Right. So let me do that. All right. So let's play this track. So forth is gain staging. So now you hear how loud that is? That's loud. And I'm gonna show you. It's loud. Turn turn this down. Okay, so you see it's peaking in the red. And let me get the right peak meter too. Hold on. So we go to VU. That's peak. So we go VU. So that's hitting at least 0.8 over in the red, peaking in the red, which is not good. And this needs to be a unity, so it's probably a little bit louder. Right, so we reset it. Okay, this DAW is Reason 11. You know, it's not just for Reason 11, the stuff that I'm giving. It's for any DAW because they all operate the same. We all in the same race. You understand me? But that track is loud, okay? Now, mind you, everything is at unity. Oh, shit. Oh, well, maybe that explains it. So, anyway, leaving that right there. With this, we're going to turn all the pan pots they were all off-centered. They need to be centered. And actually, and with that, while we're talking about gain staging, two, your instrument selection, whatever drums you select, you know, or sounds, whatever the case may be, mainly your percussion, you will want them to be mono. You know, your drums, you want them to be mono. I never heard of such a thing unless it's a dynamic drum set or something. You will want your stuff to your kick, snares, hi-hats. You want everything to be mono. Hold on, y'all. It's a little warm. Let me turn this air on. Ow, my back. Yeah, so you would want to be mono, and to take them out of the stereo field. So at any rate, and two, we're going to the EQing, the EQ processing, all part of this gain staging. That's part of mastering, but the gain staging, we're going to get to that. Anyway, so as you hear with all instruments on this track, where is it? Oh my God. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. So everything is peaking above 0. So that is not good. It's loud, it's pumping. Yeah, it sounds good on your speakers, but sonically, it is not cool. It's not cool. You tearing up some shit, and you got all type of frequencies melding together and canceling one thing. So we're gonna start with let me move this up to unity. All this needs to be up to unity. I don't need nothing to be over nothing. Okay, so this first instrument, let's solo it. Okay, so that's hitting +4 above 0, which is unity. Right. And we're going to look at the spectrum. All right. So that's roughly hitting its highest, that kick's highest point in the sub realm is hitting at least 70 hertz on your spectral EQ, right? That's the highest point. And it has some highs. Well, in the mid-range spectrum, what you hear is that high click on that kick. That's anywhere from, shit. Well, it's low because it's below 0 decibel. So there's some in the sub that's hitting above 0 decibels. So we want to put on our low pass filter. I mean our high pass filter. See how I water out, but we want that oomph to that kick. So we take it out the sub realm and keep it at least around at its highest point. So it'll cut. You know, it'll cut. So we take it out the sub realm so it won't be like 808, and it's still going over 0 on the meter. Now here's gain staging. So I just showed you how to do take the instrument out the sub realm just a hair for this kick, but it needs a little bit more oomph. So we'll back it up. Right. So we just cut that tail end off. Now you go to the gain. Go to the gain on the top of your mixer. On your mixer or whatever DAW you're doing, it should be a gain, or you should see it say 0.0 decibel. That's your gain. Don't never touch the fader, all right? The faders are for automation. So you go to the top of the mixer and you move that gain down. I know it sounds shitty, but you'll thank me later. So look at the meter, your meter on that channel, and you want to make sure it hits at 10 decibel. And then look at your master fader, which should be set at unity, and it should be, that kick should be hitting at 10 decibel. All right, -10 decibel. I'm sorry, Negative 10 decibel. Right, so then you go to your next sound. Okay, that's a clap. That's a clap. Let me mono it. Okay. That's hitting that 0. All right. Let me check the EQ. All right. So there's a frequency in the spectral EQ that shows that it's subbed. Right? You see subs in there. So we're going to put on a high pass filter. Take it to about 200. There's still sub in it. So I move it up to, I say about 310 kilohertz on the spectrum. Right. Then I want to turn the EQ on and bend, or put it on E mode, and bend that mid section because it's kind of bitey. Let me bend it down just a little bit. That's the U-shaped frequency, the U-shape on your EQ. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 band EQ. So what I did was bring it down to 1.78 kilohertz at a negative 3.81 decibel. All right. So right. Then I go up to the top up here again to the gain, and I get it down to the 10 or to wherever sounds good. What the hell is going on here? Okay, I got to redo this kick. All right, let's see. Turn the kick on. Okay, let me turn the kick up because, right, set 10. So do it by sound too. So yeah, it's still hitting at negative 10. So I just reduced it down to negative 8.00 decibels. That snare clap. All right. Next instrument. There we go. That's the hi-hat. All right. So to the spectrum, it's in the sub realm. So then we high pass filter that, and I bring mine up to at least 320 decibel. All right, turn the EQ on, and then you see E mode it, and it's bitey, right? Okay, so I just take a little bit off of that at negative 603 on the gain, frequency 6.73 kilohertz on your EQ. Now go up here to the top, to the gain, and then blend it. So these instruments, like the hi-hats, you will want them to be around negative 20 on your mixing board. So you'll see it, negative 20. See how it's still cutting through? And the reason why it's cutting through, because there's nothing in each other's way. You know what I'm saying? The frequencies are not in each other's way. Okay? All right. Let me do some more high pass filtering on that. So I moved it to 1.20. Let's go. We have 1.31. All right. And then let me take that mid out of it. Right. So, right. See how I do it now? On the medium high, I brought it down 16.19 decibels, made the hi-hats crispy. Everything is riding. It's right. Negative 12, I say negative 13, 14, the most on the spectrum. Still hitting that 20 over here. Negative 20. And it's cutting through. So that, let me do this, and that clap is, let me level that out. Okay. And the kick, just a little bit. See, and now you can start really hearing the frequencies of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but that's just me. That's just Ice Dog, y'all. So let me just turn this up a little bit so I don't know if you can hear it. So see how crisp that is? And I said negative 10 decibel on the master fader. Right. Okay. So let me turn it back down. I don't want to blow y'all out. We getting to the good part now. Hold on. What's next? So that's a crash. Crash in the hi-hat. There's subs on the frequency in the spectrum. Not for the crash. Okay, so that we can eliminate that. So we go to a high pass filter. And we're gonna take that right to 714.9 kilohertz on the spectrum. Now we're gonna gain stage that. So we're gonna pull that the right. So let's mono that. At 20. See what I'm saying? Turn it up again so you can hear it. Let me turn that reverb off. Okay. And speaking of reverb, when you use reverbs, if your reverb make sure your reverb has a built-in EQ, or not, you attach a reverb to your EQ. This is why, because reverbs tend to muddy up your instruments and your whole track, because there's low frequencies in it. So make sure your reverb has an EQ so you can cut that low end out your reverb and make it do what it's supposed to do. Give a resonance, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having that back end, because that muddies up all your stuff. So that's why I said let me cut that off. That's crap. You know what I'm saying? That's straight crap. So you would want to do that. That's another tip. Make sure you take the low end out of your reverbs, the low end frequency on the spectrum out of your reverb, so it'll do what it's supposed to do, reverberate. All right, back to this. All right, yeah, let me take all the effects off. I don't know what. Oh, okay. Next instrument. All right, that's my punch. All right, so all right, yeah. So I worked that out. That's the NXT. That's my punch. So we gonna automatically go up here. Just mono that, and then take it down. Right. Now what I want to do with this is a whole nother trick. I want to put this in the sub realm. So I do a low pass filter, take the oomph off of it, see, and then use my EQ E mode, the low band. Put a bail on a low frequency, see, around 20. So with the kick, see, and actually, I'm gonna go into the rack. Look out, no message. Oh man. Okay, I want to go to the sequencer. No, I mean the rack. To the rack. And just find it. Okay, so it's here. I want to pitch that. I want to bring that into a whole nother, let's see, semitone. Let me see. Right. -3 semitone, and that's at -20 on the mixer channel. And let's see, let's bring it to unity. Right. So the first kick got more highs and out of the sub, and then I moved this kick into the sub with a plus 540 into it. Let me just bring it down some. Yeah. So he's still growling. I want to bring it into sub though. Yeah, there we go, into the sub. 0.95. So almost 1 decibel. All right. So with that, let's turn that right here. Woo, 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 woo. Right. So now we out of drums, I believe. Let's go to instruments. What's this? Oh, another clap. Damn. So I must have been doing some layering. All right, we're gonna work it out. There's sub frequencies. Let's take out the subs. So we go low pass. No, I mean high pass, and bring that over to 3.60 kilohertz. All right, and then down -10. Make sure this is unity. Right. Down to -10. All right. There we have. Next instrument. There's the hi-hats. So they almost there. Let's move that over here to the frequency. Yep, a little bit of sub. So we're going to take that out. Move that over to, I say 2.30 kilohertz. And then go up to the gain. And gain stage that down to -20. Right? Next instrument. Okay. Now this is me playing a live bass. So we cut the high frequency whine out. And then we put a high pass on it. I like my bass to be bitey so you can hear that I'm really playing this. Cut that, yeah, right. I'm cutting that whine out from the line. So let's go high frequency bell. Right. I just want a little bit. Right. Okay. I got that together. That's mono already. So now we move it down to -10. Just check the frequency again. Right, I had to move it out of sub because we got subs from kicks. Let me move it a little bit more. And then move this, right. Right, so now it sounds like a bass. So with the kick, you gotta blend. Right. And it needs a little sub. Right. Let's move it down to -10. The kick could come up just a little bit more, close to 10. But we forgot we got a sub too. Okay. So everything is fine there. Take the kick out. Next instrument. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a guitar. Okay, so I was playing with the pedal. So we go to the frequency. There's sub in that frequency, high pass filter. Just a little body on it. And then do the high pass on it. Fine. Then we bring it down. -20. Well, between, I say 15. -15 decibel. Next instrument. Background sound. Let's make it mono. Check the frequencies. There's sub in it. High pass filter. We're going to leave that there at 187.1 hertz. Just cut the high end out to about 3.0 kilohertz on your frequency EQ. And then we bring that down. So with the guitar and the C. That's a background sound. And the guitar can come down. Just bring that back down to -20. Same here. Next sound. Bells. Here. Just cut that low. And just put a high pass on it. Actually, just right. Need to quantize that. Okay. And then we move that into the proper frequency. Into the proper gain stage. So with these other instruments, -10 for that bell sound, okay? The backbeat, all right. So I like that sub, right? So that sub and that backbeat, that boo-boo. Right. So I might do some EQing on this, but I want that sub. But let me gain stage it first. So just bring that down to 15. And just make it mono. Right. So all that I like those anomalies in this little background sound because it adds to my beat. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so I like that just like it is. I can use a little bit more on the high end on the EQ because it adds to right. So that's 2.22 decibels on the mid highs, and then on the right. And then let me move this over here. Yeah. So that yeah, right. So there we go. On my Google phone, man. Cut it out. All right. So we got one more, y'all. One more, and this should be a background sound. Make sure that's in the right. Make sure that's -10. I mean -10 of gain staging. You all on whatever DAW you're using. All right. So okay. So that's my background sound. My other background sound. So it goes with this one. So it's already cut. It's already EQ'd. So I just need to gain stages. So I need to bring that one down a little bit. My sub. Right. So, right. Okay. You with me, Breeze, because nobody else is paying attention, but that's all right. So, now let me play all of these together. Since they're gain staged, okay? Here we go. breeze. Okay, now, let me play it again. Okay, so on the master EQ, I need to show it to you. So I need to show you this because I know I'm up here flying blind. All right, so now, stand my old ass up. All right. Oh shit. Okay, as you see on the top of my mixing board, I gain staged all of these. Nothing is at unity on the gain because this is where I control the signal. Now on the mixing board itself, everything is at unity. You see that? Straight across. Even on the master fader. So let me play it. You see that, right? See how everything looks low? And then this is the master fader. See the master fader? Right. Okay. No magic tricks, no whammy bammies, nothing. Alright. So as you heard, that's called gain staging. Now, we done got past that. You done got the levels and everything. You got the frequencies there. That's why it's good. That's why it's good to work with the spectrum frequencies on your DAWs. That little cloudy thing that's in the background. That's your spectrum. That lets you know where you have. If you're in the sub frequency, if your frequency is too high, this and that. That's what you use that. All your instruments, everything except for your kick and your bass line can be in the sub realm. Everything else, pianos and all that stuff, you take that off that back end. But keep that meat right there on the mid low, the mid high, and the high, which is a 4-band EQ setting. On a 6-band or 8-band frequency thing, you have to work that out within the spectrum. So at any rate, now that I'm finished with this, I like the way my beat sounds. Now, I go up to the compressor. Now, you can compress. I never understood compression until now. That's why I said this is a real ass pro tip. So I turn on my compressor, put the ratio, I'm gonna leave the ratio at 2.1. The threshold is at negative 1488. The attack is at 10 milliseconds. And we moved the release to auto. Right. So it just slid back. And the makeup is, where's the makeup at? That's at a 2.87 gain. So now I turn that on now, let's play it. Let me turn my shit back up. So now I use the makeup gain to get it to where I want. But actually, let me compress it with a 4.0 ratio. And it's on auto. Let's see what happens. So now it's pumping. So the compressor is pumping the beat. It's not quite at 0, so that's why I use that makeup gain. Now you see how much headroom I got? See, that's headroom. That's called headroom. Now I'm gonna turn this motherfucker up. Right. See how you can hear everything? Now, let me turn him low. That's low. So that's gain staging, my peoples. Gain staging. That's what that is. Gain staging and compression on your bus for any DAW. So I learned this at RU, Reasons University. They had I forgot the guy's name, but he's Grammy award winning and nominated engineer as well as myself. But you know, I still can learn. And once I got this formula down, now I implement it to all of my stuff. So you can implement this to your stuff too. So let's go do a recap real quick. Gain staging. You will want your EQ, your mixing board channels to be all at unity. You work from the top, which is the gain. You get that gain. Do you stage your gains? Look out! No message. Oh man! You stage your gains at -10 per channel, per instrument. So, if, for instance, if you got drums and it's all going through a stereo line, you gain stage it by the level on each individual drum pad. That's how you gain stage it. You know what I'm saying? It's best to have your stuff separated so that you can get an actual reading. You know, an actual reading on it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll talk to you. You just so you can get an actual reading, on per instrument. And when you do, it sets it up so it can be in the right frequency. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, be in the right frequency so it can cut through, you know, all the other stuff, just like you heard me have it cut through. See, I've been drinking this water. It's good for me, man. Love this water. At any rate, so it can cut through. So you will want that, and then you can use the EQ, your Spectrum EQ, to cut out the sub harmonics and all the other sounds besides the kick and the bass line. All right, so -10, and then some instruments like hi-hats, which are real bitey and high on the spectrum, you will want to bring them down to at least -15. Let's see, -15, or actually to -20 decibels. Okay, right. Then bass lines and all that stuff. So you do all your stuff like that, and then once you get everything lined up, cool, EQ'd, whatever the case. Remember, watch your gain staging. Then you can go put a compressor on your master bus. I set it at a 4.0 ratio with the threshold. This says -1488. Okay. And my attack is at 10 milliseconds. And my master compression release is on auto. And then the makeup gain, you know, you can move it at will. But it pumps, as you hear. And let me show you that. Let me turn it down. So that's the master compressor. See it pumping the beat? Those are my settings. Right. Now you see that. Let me reset this so you can see that. So it's peaking a little bit in the red, which is good. Now what you can do, let me see, what is this? So let me take this to 0. I can't get it. I'm trying to get this. Ah, shit. Okay, so I got a 04. You see the headroom that leaves me on the mixing board? Now, that's if I wanted to run it through T-Rex or what was that new damn thing I got? Let me look. Let's see. Go to effects. What is this new thing that I got? Is it initial audio? Initial audio. That's not analog pro. Oh yeah, okay. Initial audio master suite. All right. So with this plug-in, I throw the plug-in in here, load it up, and then I hit what was it? Analog. Right. And then we push play. All right, let me turn it up. That. So I'm trying to work with this plug-in. Right, so this works good right here. Nice. Nice. I need to push it just a little bit more. I need to get it into the green. Okay. Okay, this is right. Okay. So then I go back to the mastering bus over here, give it some makeup. Okay, so now I got that compression on it. Move it down over here. We're trying to get the LUFs. Right. Okay. Right, so I got it at negative 11.34 decibel on the LUFs. That's level units, full what is it called? Level units, but it's LUFs is the frequency you have to have for YouTube, Spotify, this and that. Once this mastering plugin is called initial audio master suite. This plugin really helps you with your mastering. So once I got it into that green, that LUFs, everything's at unity. I gain staged, you know what I'm saying, at negative 10 and negative 20 per instrument. Got the low frequencies out of all the instruments except for the kicks and the bass lines, okay? Did the compression on the master bus, put compression on your master bus. And then I use the mastering plug-in to get it into the spectrum to play on Spotify and all of the other platforms, including iPhones and Androids, without it sounding distorted. So this is what I'm playing now, is what they call a finished. Well, it's not polished because I haven't did no fine detailing, you know, no reverbs or anything like that. But this is what they call a fine-tuned and mastered beat. This is a mastered beat. So here we go, y'all, Facebook, for the one time. Without disturbing it. I just hate that high frequency. I probably switched the bell sound on that. But it's at 0. No peak. And that, my friends, that are in the world of music, is how you gain stage, set up compression, and put the touch of the LUFS on it to play in on all platforms. These are really pro mixing and mastering tips. Like I said, it's sometimes the teacher, you know, all the time. I was gonna say sometime, all the time. The teacher is willing to learn. So yes, most definitely. So I take these tools and I pass them on to you. You know what I'm saying? And any consolation. If you like for me to do more stuff like this, cash at me. You know what I'm saying? Cash at me. Or PayPal me. PayPal me at pismet2@gmail.com. Or cash at me at $IR Mr. Daddy. Yes, IR Mr. Daddy. You know, $1, anything, 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? If you would like more tips like this, I want to share with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So your music can sound good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I learned from the best, and I'm still learning. But hey, I want to take what I learned and pass it on to y'all. So with no further avail, let me save this, because that is the intro to one of my mini albums that I'm secretly working on. Let's get this dialed in real quick. I know people are texting me, asking me what's up. Oh shoot. Let this I want this to save first before I shut it down. But if you want more stuff like that, yeah, go ahead. Like I said, you can cash at me or PayPal, $1, 50 cents. It don't matter. I ain't begging for money. But hey, if you want more clinics like this to where I'm actually physically showing you guys so you can get some help with your shit. Oh, right on, Breeze, right on. You know, they help you with your work, with your workforce, your workload, and make it easier and make it, okay, save changes. Yeah, I just said yes, god dang it. Okay. Yes. Shit. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, to help you with your shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you want more stuff like this? Yeah, most definitely, man. I feel breezy. Yeah, we need to get this podcast shit together, man, because I feel that doing clinics like this, man, you know, that's why I always want to do shit like this, do clinics and show people some shit. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, I'm going to play this one. This is another one that I gain staged. So that's gain staging, y'all. Thank y'all for stopping in the lab, the blue room with the Barons, you know what I'm saying? Pro audio mixing and mastering tips on Reason, any version, and any DAW. You can take this and implement that on any DAW. It's your host, the Band of the Bay, and I'm out. Peace. Yay!